So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things already rolling. No, that's been intercepted. Just about within shooting range. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Gabriel Batistuta, Jim, pretty much the embodiment of the complete striker, wouldn't you say?
Devastating. A great goal scorer and a scorer of great goals too. Given the ball anywhere near the box, and you know what the outcome will be.
The very example of a centre-forward.
Absolutely, he was pretty close to perfection for most of his career.
Tries a deft little ball. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Kagawa conjures time and space where few can. Pelé, and he was quick to react. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Sangwal. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. And it's Arda Güler. Cafu. Kendi. Wongon. He's picked his way through. Stood up well to him there. O'Shea did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And he welcomes it in. Can he finish? Goal! Portugal! And there is your opener.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Portugal have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Portugal leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. Sangwal. Cafu wins the duel this time. Pele, spread to the right. Burirat. So a temporary halt to the action. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
And
so your views on the first half?
Portugal really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Portugal looking solid, if not too much more at half-time. It's 1-0. So let's get the ball rolling. Portugal leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Mai. Burirat. Pele. Looking to play him in. And this is Pele. He's in charge, surely! Mikkelsen gets it away. Gerrard, never out of the action for very long. Gerrard. And this is Kagawa. Kagawa! In he goes again. It's a goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
Portugal are doing very nicely, thank you.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Kendi. The less said about that pass, the better. Always onto this. And this is Pele. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
He's got away. Plays a sharp little ball here. Goulet. And that was asking for too much. Kendi. Mikkelsen. One gone. Pele gets into a good position. He is through here. And here's Kagawa. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. He shifted it to the flank. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight.
Mickelson. Wongorn. Wongorn. That is good strength. Nicely spread.
Kagawa is there to clear. And that will be the final act. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round.
Batistita
Picking up the Man of the Match award. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And we're underway. Shevchenko making his 200th appearance today. I guess that's the most significant team news.
Yeah, and he looks like he's raring to go here too, Peter. You can really tell how eager he is to leave his mark on this game. And when he's in that sort of a mood, he usually gets what he wants.
And he was quick to react. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
He's a sharp little ball here. And it's Dstuds. He won't be happy with that one. Threads one in. Messi. Oh, strongly challenged there. First quarter of an hour gone. That's a sharp pass. Zanetti. Mateus. Aimed beyond the defence.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Shot could be on. Tries a shot! He's scored! And there is your opener.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
Madrid have penetrated for the first time.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Messi is always looking to break lines. He's looking wide. Knocks it into space. And there's green grass ahead of him. And the shot! And that's a tiny finish. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Mbappe demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
And Dstuds! And there's a goal. Just one goal in it now. Game on. What are you thinking about the goal?
Oh, I love the technique in that finish. There was a concentration to keep it down.
Shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
Time, perhaps, for one last twist before half-time. Mbappe. Tries to play it through. Foot in. Howson. Nedved with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Over to the right flank. In with the challenge. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head.
2 added minutes.
And here's Torres. Not the most accurate pass. Mateus gets on his bike and on the... And that is the end of the first half. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
Substitutions taking place.
Down to business again.
Portugal can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Great defending, strong and determined. Keeper has taken decisive action. And he's straight offside. And here's Dstuds. Stood up well to him there. Well, that looks a decent ball. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Portugal really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half. Nedved. Cafu demonstrating his defensive quality there. Nedved with the towering header! Kagawa can see things, others simply cannot. Played out towards the right wing. Pinches it off him. And this is Shevchenko. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. Oh, no messing about, it is red. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort, but do hope it's nothing serious. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances.
Well, he had a decision to make, Peter, and it's worked out badly.
Drogba considers his options. That is some save from Khan! Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
And we have our very first corner. He leaps! Oh, it's hit the post! Throw in.
Substitution for Portugal. Number 14, Dstuds. Number 13, Shevchenko.
Oh, he refuses to take the bait. The ball is bounced loose now.
Number 4,
Dani Olmo
Olise.
is flagged offside.
Number 22, O'Shea. Coming on the field, number 21, Pele. Number 20, Didier Drogba. Number 7,
Just eases him off the ball.
Number 19, Messi.
Akanji.
Number 18,
And Puyol.
Xabi Alonso.
Kagawa.
Substitution.
Pass is just off target.
Portugal really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is...
Big chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
This interception, his positioning was spot on. Akanji is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Xabi Alonso. And it's Drogba.
Portugal really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And this is Pele. Oh, shooting chance! And yes, it's there! Portugal are level. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Number 20,
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
Donatoni plays it in. And here's Nedved. Can he finish? It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Intercepts the throw. That's well read.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
there will be 5 minutes added time.
Good ball, good take. He's found a way through. That is a brilliant interception. And now they can clear their lines. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Nedved. And that will be the final act. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And that gets things running. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Olise receives it in a good position here. Oh, superb reflexes from the keeper. He's going to be disappointed with that. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Ah, he made it look.
Chance for a shot! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Portugal have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
And he is going into that little black book. Mbappe. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. About that one! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
That was beautiful, something close to genius.
Well, he made it look...
Oh, given away, and the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Messi is offering a right smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Messi goes short. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. This is their second corner of the game. Neymar. Mbappe is magnificent! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! He has given that the lot. Bang!
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop them.
Mbappe! And he nearly went all the way.
Mbappe certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. And he was quick to react. Cannavaro. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Shot a goal! A wonderful effort all by himself.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Dundee have their third corner. They've played it short. That's a pretty loose pass. Just past the 40th minute mark. Nice looking ball. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rate it in or suffer the consequences.
So the last big chance perhaps before half-time.
Great chance here to level it up.
Look at the takes a shot! And no mistake. They've done it again! It is incredible!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
That is a super smooth goal. Beautiful manoeuvring of the ball.
Tries a shot! And it's in! And they've got their lead back.
The angle was unkind, but he has hit the...
And the referee has signalled for half-time. Yeah, neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Substitution in progress.
So the action resumes.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without...
It's roll! Oh, how's that for a goal? That is a gem! An absolute gem! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So the lead now is 2.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Big chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And he gets rid in a hurry. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Mbappe. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Throw it. Now it's Batistuta.
Great ball, and he's in here. O'Shea with a fine tackle.
Really well played. He read that perfectly.
Kagawa. He's had it taken off him. Kagawa will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Cafu. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Batistuta. Oh, that...
Can he finish? It's a goal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Portugal cut their deficits and look raring to go again.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back. Dundee clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And this is Batistuta. And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, that's an own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. The final 5 minutes.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Now it's Batistuta. That's been cut out, well played. Busquets.
4 added
Cafu
minutes has been
calmly
indicated.
anticipates. Azar. Well read, nice interception. And it's Messi. And the referee brings it to a close. What a game, a contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. Batistuta claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little
And
room
now,
for
I'd
argument.
just like to read out our fan club members who
How
are
would you sum
celebrating
up
their
what we've
birthdays
witnessed,
today.
Jim?
I enjoyed that, Peter. Both teams went about their work in a really committed manner, and for me it just always held an interest.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping. Yeah. Oh no, what has happened here? Goes for a shot! That is decidedly lacking. And we have our very first corner. Oh, great leap! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
Akanji calmly anticipates, and that's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Shevchenko. Oh, no joy this time. Well, plenty has been said and written about Steven Gerrard's many, many talents, but if you had to pick out one strength in particular, Jim, what would that be?
His never-say-die leadership, something that's shone through in so many crucial moments.
And it's about more than just the critical goals he's scored down the years.
It's about having the strength to keep going no matter what, and the ability to inspire your teammates to do the same.
Played out wide. Beckham in towards the back stick. Khan deals with that nice and simple. Olise aimed beyond the defence, and he's gone backward here. Nicely aimed pass. Portugal so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Now it's Batistuta. Campbell. Well timed, excellent interception. Looking for options for movement. And here's a player who has defined a generation. Nedved. Oh, shooting chance! Off the post. Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Milan have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Great defending, strong and determined. Space for him to turn and look.
Might want to be careful there.
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Mateus considers his options. He's done very well to get to that.
Mateus clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Kagawa, and he shoots! Goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Big chance! Oh, he's been... and again! Now, who's going to be first to this? And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And we've reached half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break it's one each. So straight into the second half. And here's Shevchenko. Batistuta! Beckham. That is ended up in no man's land. Nedved. Scholes. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And that is expertly dealt with. Now it's Cruyff. He's shifting through the gears here. Real chance! Goal! Milan! Into the lead once more. Simplicity itself.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Milan leading now.
Portugal really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half.
Messi. And it's Cruyff. And it's Cruyff. Great ball if he can get there. O'Shea. And here's Cruyff. Cafu. Batistuta. Distributed tidily. Nedved. Now Cruyff. Cruyff. He's found a way through. And the shot's up. And Messi! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Beckham with the cross. Cafu can clear it away. Shevchenko. Maldini kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Cruyff. This is a promising build-up.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Messi. That's an imaginative pass. He can run onto that. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. And it's Messi. Portugal could be just about done here.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
Can he get it through? No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Hazard did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Beckenbauer.
There will be 1 minute
Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Cruyff. I think they're done. They are done. Portugal perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Portugal.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle, and here we go.
We're in the presence of goalkeeping greatness, a man with total command of his defence.
I say I wouldn't fancy going eyeball to eyeball with him.
No, I mean, I always like a vociferous keeper, and Oliver Kahn would be perfect for me.
Kahn gets it away. And it's Messi. Threads one in. Oh, well measured. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Kahn claims comfortably. And now they can spring out of defence. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Deftly away. That's going wide left. Oh, good read. And they've got rid. Olise. Sergi deals with that comfortably. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Kagawa.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
And it's Neymar. Tries to pass it through. He's through here. Oh, that's a fine interception.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
De Bruyne. It's a good foot in there. Kagawa. And here's Batistuta. Oh, well played. Messi. Baresi. Can he get it through? Good read, needed to be. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Now it's Torres. De Bruyne. He's shifting through the gears here. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Portugal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Olise. Well seen. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
Hello,
How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time. So let's get the ball rolling.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
O'Shea. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. That's a good run down the left. He's picked his way through.
Taken back almost at once. And it's Neymar.
Looking for the run. And Torres!
And that is wildly off target.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
And he's forced to go back.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection of what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Azar.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Batistuta. And it's Gerrard.
And it's made its way to him.
Tries a shot! No, just not quite.
It's their second corner of the game.
Baresi is there and he can get that clear. Gerrard
With his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner.
Now it's Messi.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And he has been fouled there.
Substitution in progress.
Barcelona can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
And it's Batistuta.
Looking to play him in. And it's made sure that's not getting through.
And it's been hooked away. Cafu. And here's Batistuta.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Now it's Shevchenko.
Look at the space here.
Okazaki! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Rodri. Now it's Torres. Now it's come to nothing.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to...
And he's let fly.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Olise.
And that is that. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Barcelona.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're up and running.
Well, when you've got Ronald Koeman present, he's impossible to ignore, Peter. Not only does he read the game intelligently at the back, but he's a real goal threat.
And the finish! Superb goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Great chance! It's in! 2-0 and in next to no time. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the trust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Olise, Batistuta. And here's Shevchenko.
Portugal are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And it's Rijkaard. Azar. Olise. And this is Shevchenko. That is good alertness. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that...
Shot a goal! He'll try from distance! Great effort, but no way through. O'Shea. Now it's Shevchenko. He's gone for goal! Albert Ferrer. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. Oh, good take in a good area. Could be danger here. Albert Ferrer did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Szoboszlai deals with that comfortably. Olise. Great vision. Oh, super find. Shevchenko in towards the back stick.
There will be 1
Szoboszlai.
minute added time.
Gerrard. Now it's Raul. That's the end of the first 45. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I'm looking at the body language, Peter, and it doesn't look great. It's going to be pretty hard for them to pick themselves up from here.
Those of you making their way
There's still a
home on
maybe
public
at play.
transportation
Maybe
today,
they'll
please
thrive
watch
on
the
the
screen for
adversity.
train departure times from all
So that's
local
it for the
major
first
stations.
half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. We're on the move again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Adriano gets flagged offside.
Oh, what's he done? Good effort from distance.
Adriano.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? He's picked his way through. Just eases him off the ball. He's got away. Adriano! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Barcelona with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Good challenge, excellent challenge. Gabriel, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Great ball if he can get there. And this is Kagawa. Finds himself unceremoniously floored. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. That's a good foray he's making. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And it's Rijkaard. Rijkaard ploughing through the middle.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
It's a pretty loose pass. He's a sharp little ball here. Koeman calmly anticipates. That's really well cleared. Kagawa. Looking to play him in. O'Reilly. Szoboszlai. And that is a little undercooked. Hazard. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card.
Substitution for Portugal, number 26.
Portugal can make their change
Number
now with
13,
a break in play.
Shevchenko, number 4, Elise.
Portugal really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
The message is clear, none shall pass. Can he get it through? And that could set him on his way. And the counter is on. Oh, well measured. And he cuts out the supply.
There will be 3
Ribery.
minutes added time.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
And this is Adriano. Tries a shot! Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Barcelona find a position of real strength. And that will be the final act. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone.
Volunteers for each block.
So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good... Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle, and here we go. So a clash of nations with so much pride. Tries a shot! Goal! Spain! The ideal start!
And it looks like we're going to get the entertainment we were all hoping for.
More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
Ferran Torres! Ferran Torres!
Spain have their opener. It is a goal of real significance. Now it's Ferran Torres. Aims beyond the defence. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Nicely weighted ball. And he plays one through. Hit chance! Goal! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. The movement so precise, and the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Ferran Torres!
Things starting to look very comfortable.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do.
And the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! That is how you do it! A goal to launch his new life, his new chapter! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Omarodian!
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Belgium couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Oh, that's a key interception. Spain have scored 2 quick goals here. Now it's to Catalara. Chance here to counter. Threads one in. Goes for goal! Oh, special! That is a special goal! He's got himself an absolute peach. And they're threatening to fly away here. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Omarodian!
Spain are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
This is wonderful front-footed football.
Can he finish? And that's a sharp finish. There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Number 7.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need...
Ferran Torres! And there's a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
After 29 minutes is
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian.
Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Onana. Spread to the right.
And that's played in low.
OK, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
Onana. More and more pressure on the ball here. Now, can they get him away?
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, good climb!
And that's wide.
Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good.
He's had it taken off him. Nicely shaped ball. Agahawa finds himself offside. And it's De Bruyne. Asensio.
Will be 3 minutes at a
That looks a
time.
decent ball.
Good ball over the top. Now there's a shot at goal! And he's stuck it away! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
How many? Just how many?
Ferran Torres.
Mechele. Oh, he's goal side. Oh, great chance! He's having a shot! And that's a good finish. A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
And that is indeed the final act. Well, what a half they've had, cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quick into pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Spain have had it all their own way so far then, and they go in at the break in an utterly dominant position. So the action resumes. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Looking to play him in. It's a goal kick. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. De Bruyne. Tielemans. Now Trossard. Now it's Ferran Torres. Now it's Ricky Puig. And he's found a way past. Goes for a shot! And no mistake. And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Number 28, Ricky Puig. Ricky Puig. Ricky Puig.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
And he's got away from him. Agahawa. And here's Lopez. Shoots! It's in! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Number 7, Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
He's found a way through. Oh, he's one-on-one. Shapes to shoot. And he hits the net. And just like that, he's into double figures now.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Spain, after 65 minutes, is number 7, Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Ferran Torres being hunted in packs.
Yeah, they've set out to man-mark him now, but this is an embarrassing example of too little too late.
Tries to pass it through. That looks a good ball through. Oh, he's all alone. Decent chance! It's a goal! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Number 8, Petri. 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 Substitution for Spain. Number 7.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in. Belgium seem happy to bash their heads against the brick wall, Peter. That central route forward is just a no-go zone.
And he shoots! It's hit the upright. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Foot in. Akahawa. Lobbed in behind. Now it's on the finish! And he's hit it too high.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Substitution for Spain. Number 3, Omarodian. Coming on to replace him is number 20, Jorge Iglesias. Substitution in progress.
Spain have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Nice defending, physical and effective. Has a look and plays it for... He's had a shot! It's bounced back off the post. Oyarzábal looking sharp there.
Well, in the end, nothing might have come of it, but nothing wrong with the running involved. Something the defence need to wake up to, I think.
6 added minutes has been indicated.
Ricky Puig. It's a really well-measured ball. He's picked his way through, and he's certainly onside here. Teat. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Distributed tidily. And here's Asensio. And he's had a shot! And it's in! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
And that is as far as it goes. Spain can celebrate now. They have exactly what they craved. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Spain can be really happy with this. I saw it as one of these defining games for them, and they showed real character to get the job done. A big statement for anyone who might be up next.
Volunteers for each block, please report to the staff room immediately.
Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers. So will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We are just getting started. Berger finds himself in the starting lineup. Nkunku! Now, it's fallen kindly here. And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
Kamavinga. And here's Nkunku. Now it's Doué. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And he can thump it away. Mbappe. And he's in on goal. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. That's put paid to the danger. Well timed, excellent interception. And it's Doué.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now that is a hefty challenge. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Now it's Nkunku. Oh, super find. And he is dashing away. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Oh, that is a good ball to... And the finish! They want to be quick to recover this. Norway are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Now this could be a chance. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking to play him in. Quality ball. Here's a shot. Oh, shooting chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And he's there to belt it away. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Ødegaard, he has found the way through. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Good ball, good take. Dembele is flagged offside. Anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable. Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Picked out, real chance! The captain delivers!
Well, I can tell you that'll definitely liven up the half-time team talk. Scoring first is always a plus, but scoring with that level of quality will surely lift every member of that team now. Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And he was quick to react. And that brings the first half to a close. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Norway unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. So right back into the action.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Ødegaard. It's a pretty loose pass.
France really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. And it's Doué. And no, that was never going to make it. Norway still this single goal behind. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. This looks promising.
Norway really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Ødegaard really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Can he finish? And it's there! Norway are back in business. That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Norway restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Coming on the field is number 18. Substitution for Norway, number 42.
So, power or guile, what's it going to be?
Number 11.
So does he go for it? It's not a kind angle. Oh, crossbar! Oh, it's come loose. Cleared away.
Substitution for Norway, number 7, Ødegaard. Coming on the field is number 21.
Out again for a throw-in. Doué finding himself in space.
That's good defensive concentration.
Now the Camavinga! Goal, France! And they get themselves in front! What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Number 6, Eduardo Camavinga.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now.
Great ball, and he's in here. Shoots! It's in! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Simplicity itself.
Haaland really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Oh, look at this. Goes for a shot! Hits off target and by quite a way. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Oh, well put. Tries a shot! Oh, he's done it! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.